Executive Secretary of the Rice County Fair, John Dvorak, and the Executive Secretary of the Executive Secretary, Chris Paschke. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. How are you?
Do you get paid enough to have to put up with John?
And then some.
By the way, good morning, Jerry.
You want to explain, just before we went on the air, I said, any special highlights you want to mention? And John goes, we want to talk about the fair.
Sounds like a good topic.
What better topic to talk about? I mean, we're 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away.
2 weeks.
All I'm saying is it's going to be a long week at the Rice County Fair putting up with this character.
Laughs are good. We laugh.
Yeah, hard to believe. 2 weeks from today, we'll almost be in high gear.
Well, we will be in high gear.
Well, you will be. I don't get in high gear till later on Tuesday.
That's true. That's true. So, things are shaping up. Everything's looking great. We got a week this week where they say high humidity and possible rain. So, we're getting all that out of our system. So 2 weeks from today, hopefully.
Weather like over the 4th of July.
Exactly so. So I put my order in, and it's been in for a long time. I haven't heard that it's on back order, so hopefully it'll be here on time.
It was one day last week I drove home through the fairgrounds and everything looked so nice, like we could have been moving in the next day.
Yeah, it does. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've got a great maintenance crew. They put a lot of time and effort. They take their jobs very serious. They're very passionate about what they do, and I'm just thankful that I do have a crew that I do have. They're doing a great job. And the best thing about it is I don't have to constantly be on them to tell them to do this and do that. They've got their routine down, and they know what it takes to spruce everything up. And barns are getting a fresh coat of paint where they need a fresh coat of paint, and doors are being fixed that were banged up, and it's just in great shape.
We better put a plug in. Thank you to the Rice County Board of Commissioners, because you do get some support from the county board, because there's a lot of buildings to maintain out there. It takes money to keep them up and have them all look nice.
That's exactly right, and we do get some funding from the county, and we're grateful for that. And it would be just that much tougher without that to keep things up. And so we're very grateful, that we do have a group of commissioners that are interested in keeping the tradition going at the Rice County Fair, and are funding us the way they're funding us. And we do the best with what we can.
Chris, I'll bet you're almost out there at the fair office full time now, aren't you?
We are, yep, out there every day with John, welcoming and getting new vendors and exhibitors, and getting people to the ones that are coming, and getting their paperwork all in line. So we're set to roll on Tuesday.
So that way, if someone has questions or concerns, or maybe wants to get into the fair yet, somebody will respond to an email fairly quickly, or will answer the phone, or say hi when they stop in.
Yep, and we're there too if anybody wants to buy their passport to fund tickets. I'm there at the office, and they can come out and purchase them out there through us too if they want to.
That was, what was it, $40 for the ride till you drop?
45.
45.
Okay. 45, yeah. All
I didn't pay too much attention because I knew I wasn't going to.
I'm going to give you a complimentary too.
Yeah. Say, speaking of that, I was up at the Cannon Valley Fair last weekend. I saw something that I think John should get at the Rice County Fair.
What's that?
The mechanical bull.
Aha.
A little safer than riding the real bulls for John.
No. I think I'll keep him clear away
Well,
from that
depends
one.
on who's on the switch. It controls how fast it goes, right?
And were you able to stay on the bull very long?
I didn't try because there was no one there to challenge me.
Oh, is that right?
I was thinking maybe we'd save that for the Rice County Fair.
We could.
As long
who's
as
going
John isn't on
who's going to challenge you at the Rice County Fair?
Well, we could probably find somebody a whole lot younger and in better shape than I am.
No, I'm thinking about challenging you, and I wouldn't have to do it.
That's right. That's what county fairs are all about, isn't
That's
it?
right. That's right. Maybe we should get a dunk tank.
There you go.
And the hours, you're the executive.
The dunk tank would be great.
Yeah.
Cool off.
Anyway, more about the Rice County Fair after the market update from Brownfield, sponsored, of course, by the KDHL Agri Boosters.
Work for you. Online at ibewpros.org.
You gotta hit that Battle of the Bands too.
And now more Fair Talk here on the Mighty 920 KDHL. This portion brought to you by Tim's Trucking of Morristown, Motown's biggest rock group. By Faribault Foods, IBEW Local Union 110, proud to be a part of this community. And by Coles Electric of Owatonna, your satisfaction is their bottom line. Now more Fair Talk here on KDHL.
And in the studio for Fair Talk, of course, Chris Paschke, who's the secretary of the executive secretary, John Dvorak of the Rice County Fair. Why are you smirking, John?
I'm just kind of enjoying.
We all know who really keeps everything organized going into the fair. It's Chris.
It's Chris, that's right. That's right, you know, I tell you, I'd be lost without her. You know, she comes in every day, and number one, she puts up with me, which my wife can't believe that she's still there, but, you know.
No comment.
And, you know, she's a great help. There's no way that the fair'd be put on if she wasn't sitting in that seat, because she does stuff that reminds me to do stuff that I'd forget about, and just a great addition.
I think it's still always amazing that so many people don't realize what goes on behind the scenes to pull off a great county fair.
And how soon it starts, and John prepares and is getting things organized and together way before I even come on in the summer, so it's amazing.
She ties up the loose ends.
Yeah. Puts out the fires.
That's exactly
we
right.
find them
Yep.
together.
2 weeks from tonight, we kick off the Rice County Fair Queen coronation. Of course, the entry day for 4-H, that's on Tuesday, isn't it? On a Tuesday? I'm trying to remember.
That's right, yep.
Yeah.
Tuesday. So yeah, that'll be kicking off. And,
But I'll bet in about a week or 10 days, we'll start to see things showing up already.
Exactly. You know, I've already got some individual that have called me and says, hey, can we come in on Saturday or Sunday to set up our commercial booth? And a lot of the food vendors, you know, they'll be coming from another fair, so a lot of those will probably be pulling in late Sunday night.
But you know what? It's nice then if some can come in and get set up ahead of time, then you have less congestion the last day or two before the fair.
You know, hopefully they don't wait till noon on Tuesday. They're usually, the vendors are pretty good about it. The food vendors are pretty good about it. You know, they don't want to be rushed. They know what it's about. They know what it takes to set up their booth, and they know when they have to start. And you know, I'm pretty fortunate. I do have a good group of vendors, food vendors that come in. The commercial vendors are the same way. You know, we got a great group of commercial vendors that will be coming to the fair. And this year we're going to try and do something different. I'm always looking for ways that I can, you know, get people to walk through the commercial booths and visit with the commercial vendors. And so this year what we're going to do is when everybody enters into the fair, so we're going to have all of our commercial vendors listed on our daily sheets, and we're going to have a map and where their booths are at, you know, and just a little bit of advertising for them, you know, to get people to walk through and visit the vendors. And
well, after all, that's why they're there, so why not let the folks look over the list and then can seek them out, know where they are.
Exactly. So we're just always looking for different ways, you know, just to be a little proactive on, you know, how can we get more people to come through the exhibit buildings and look at these what these vendors have to offer.
Yep. And there with those, they'll be able to know when they come through that parking lot and they get their slip to park. There's drawing boxes in each of those buildings. So they want to be able to make sure they go through and see those vendors and drop their ticket in for a chance at a daily prize.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask. So, we're still doing the daily prizes.
Yes, we are at 5 and 10 at night, and you have to be
10
present
at night.
to win.
That's a little past my. That's for the younger crowd.
Well, then put yours in there for 5 o'clock then.
And you know what would happen, Chris, if he pulls my name out? He'd pull out another name.
Nope.
Got that right.
I knew that, so I don't even bother. Of course, you'd have to pay for parking to get the ticket anyway, wouldn't you?
Yep, you pay to come in and park on the grounds.
Unless you're privileged, like we are.
Yeah, we have a special rate for you.
So the vendors are shaping up. Our carnivals out working. You know, getting all the bugs out, so when they come to the Rice County Fair, everything's going to be working perfect for them. And
but remember, we should mention the carnival then kicks off, opens on Wednesday afternoon, not
Exactly.
Monday or Tuesday.
Yep.
We talked about that last week. Oh, what was the gal's name again?
Melissa.
Melissa. Boy, it was fun. 5th generation
Yes.
involved in the carnival industry, based here in Minnesota. Gold Star. That was pretty cool.
That it is, and we're very fortunate that we are able to secure this kind of amusement company. They're a great amusement company, and they put on a great show. They have great rides, safe rides. They're very clean. Just a wonderful, wonderful amusement company.
I sometimes wonder how you guys do it, both John and Chris, because things are setting up or something is going, and well, John is a foot over on my space, or
Oh, yes,
you have
yeah.
to put out all
give and
those
take.
sorts of things and try and keep everybody happy as best you can.
That's right, and fortunately, we don't worry about the 6 inches or the foot. It's when one person crowds the other and puts his stuff in front of so they can't see the other person's booth. But they're pretty decent about it. They're all pretty mindful and respect one another in that sense. So
Because
we're
they're all
fortunate.
in the same industry, a lot of them, or at least they are used to exhibiting at the fair. So
Yep, we're all in the same boat, so.
So
We're all
yeah,
there to have fun.
and we're there to help them if they need help. A lot of times they have electrical problems, and we do have an electrician on staff, and he can go there and help them out. And it's usually the food vendors, that something comes up, and so we try to be as helpful as we can, and everybody works together, and all the vendors kind of look after one another and help one another out. So it's just a great family.
You mentioned the inspection procedures. If you've got electricity hooked up, it has to be inspected. All the food vendors, they have to be inspected before they can start selling. There again, a lot of folks don't realize probably what is involved there to make sure we have a great fair.
Exactly so, and we do that to keep things safe.
That's simple.
It's
Yeah.
a great place to,
I mean, Tuesday morning, the health inspectors walking around, the electrical inspectors walking around, and it's just a busy time.
Was wondering too, we're going to have the farm machinery over on the west end, right?
Exactly so.
Now we need to build a hill out there so then we can call it Machinery Hill.
Yeah. Let's we'll get somebody right on that.
A couple dump trucks of dirt, and then we can send a tractor up there and say that's our Machinery Hill.
Exactly. Exactly. Call it maybe a machinery island or something. Maybe it'd be a little easier to put a moat around it or something.
One of the major changes I've noticed at the fair over the years that I've been going there is the permanent food stands. New ones are completely refurbished. Those different groups and community organizations have invested a lot of time and money in having a nice permanent booth there at the fair.
That's exactly right, and that's one of the unique things about our county fair is we do have several permanent booths there. That are an icon at our fair and that are back year after year, and you don't see that at every fair, and it's nice to see that. We do have some groups that still take interest in the fair, and they take that week and come, and it's a fundraiser for them and a way for them to raise funds. So we're fortunate that we have them.
The Fair Queen coronation kicks off the fair Tuesday night. There's nothing in the grandstand Tuesday night, right?
No, there's nothing in the grandstand, and the Queen coronation kicks it off. The exhibit buildings will be open, the exhibits will be fresh, and so it'll be come down and get a fresh look.
And so what's in the grandstand then the rest of the week? The Battle of the Bands, was that on Wednesday if I remember right?
Yeah, Battle of the Bands is Wednesday night.
I'm hoping to have a lot of bands coming on in and battling it out and seeing all the different types of music around town. That starts
They can still
at
get
6:30.
in then.
They can still get in. Yep. Entries are online, and then the winner of that Battle of Band gets to be the spotlight group down at the Barbecue Fest downtown here in August.
Ooh.
So what a great opportunity for
Promote your
band.
band.
You bet.
Exactly so.
All right, that's Wednesday. Thursday night in the grandstand?
Thursday night in the grandstand we have the enduro races, and then also on Wednesday night, let's jump back to Wednesday night. We have Ivan Jivin and the Kings of Swing, and then Thursday night on our free stage we have the White Sidewalls.
Oh, they're always great.
Yeah.
I could listen to them
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, and Thursday on that free the Selner stage there is going to be Herb Selner.
Oh.
One of our local men are going to come over and play during about 9:30. He'll be starting there during the senior citizen daycare day. type of thing going on.
And that's always nice, the senior citizens program, Thursday
Yes.
afternoon, I believe, starting at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Outstanding senior citizen.
Exactly, and you know, we have a program. They have an essay contest again, and so Kathy Cap and Shar Wetzel, they do a great job with that, and you know, just a fun time for our seniors to come down and enjoy the fair.
All right, Friday night in the grandstand.
Friday night we have our ever popular bull riding event.
Real bulls.
Real bulls.
Not mechanical.
That's right, not mechanical, and I really don't think that there'll be a competition between you and me, because there ain't no way that I'd get on one of them things.
Well, it's not getting on them, it's when you fall off, and falling off isn't painful either. It's stopping so fast and then getting trampled on. At least a mechanical bull, it might throw you off, but there's
Cushion down
yeah,
there?
a cushion to fall on, and then the mechanical bull won't come and kick you or step on you yet.
Exactly, and then you know, along with our bull riding, you know, that's kind of our highlight of our Kids Day events. During the intermission of the bull riding, there'll be games for the kids for Kids Day, and there'll be prizes given away, so there'll be some fun times.
Did you mention too some of the kids you'll be giving tickets to so they can bring their parents?
Exactly. So you know, Kids Day is Friday at the fair, and so we do have a program set up for the kids, and Ronald McDonald's going to be there again entertaining the kids, and every child that's there will get a free ticket to get into the grandstand Friday night, so they can have a chance to enter these games and win some more prizes, and but they will have to bring an adult with them to redeem that ticket. So you know, hopefully we can draw a bunch of children that way, and you know, grandma and grandpa want to bring them, or mom and dad bring the whole family down, and just a great event for the whole family to watch that bull riding.
And Saturday night, I assume the truck and tractor pull.
Exactly right. Saturday night will be the truck and tractor pull, and that's always a popular one. And I heard that we have our same person coming back this year to unhook the tractors. Don't know who that guy is off the top of my head, but he's always bugging me to do that. So just,
I have the best seat in the house.
And so yeah, you know, the truck and tractor pull it always lights up the sky, and
Cures a mosquito problem if
cures
there
the
is one.
mosquito problem if there is one, and it's a lot of fun, and you know, great entertainment, and it's just kind
It
of
seems
fun
like
to watch
every
these
year the grandstand is 3/4, maybe full even. Year after year, that's a
popular event, and you know, we hope, you know, people take advantage of it and come and watch it again this year.
And I'm assuming then the demolition derby is Sunday, and it's a little earlier than.
It is. What we decided to do is we decided to have it a little earlier. So we're going to start our Power Wheel demo for the kids at 4 o'clock, and then the demo derby is going to start at 4:30 in the afternoon this year instead of at 6:30. So we're going to start a couple hours early. That way, hopefully, more people will be a little more convenient for them to come in, and then once the demo derby is done, they can make that one last pass through the carnival and grab some food and wait for next year.
Yeah, whether it's the contestants or the people, you know, it gets down to 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and we're all thinking, oh gee, tomorrow's Monday morning, we have to get up early. So that's why I thought yesterday we should have had the fireworks earlier.
Yeah. Till that moon
Like
to come on
maybe
in.
7:30. Oh, it has to be dark, doesn't it? 10 o'clock is a little late for some of us that get
That's
up
right.
early in the morning, but
That's right.
it is what it is.
It is. That's right. And so, you know, there's fun for everybody at the fair, and come on out and enjoy the fun. Getting back to our free act stages on Friday night, we have an other popular person coming back, Brad Boyce. He's a Elvis impersonator, and I've had lots of emails wanting him to come back, and so we have him coming back this year, and he does a great job entertaining the crowd and with his Elvis impersonation. And Saturday night we have Sherwin Linton coming back, our Johnny Cash lookalike, and you know, so we're real excited that we have Sherwin coming back again this year.
And what about sometimes you have some bluegrass or some old time music? Is that scheduled anytime?
We do. Thursday afternoon on our free stage during the afternoon, we have the Jolly Peas coming to entertain. They're a group out of Lonsdale, New Prague area, so they'll be there entertaining. On Friday afternoon, we have the New Prague Czech singers that will be there. Then we have a dance group that's going to be performing in the afternoon. It's called the Domaci Dancers. It's a Czech dance group that comes out and does the authentic Czech dances. Very interesting to watch. And then later on in the afternoon, we have the Concertina Club, New Prague Concertina Club, coming to play the concertina.
So we haven't even mentioned livestock yet, but between the 4-H and their livestock projects, and then you usually host a State Suffolk show too,
Exactly,
don't you?
exactly. We have the State Suffolk show coming back. We've got our Jackpot Beef show coming back. So every day that judging arena is used.
Oh, that's kind of nice. We keep everything hopping, and you know what? When you have a state show come in and you get a few more people maybe to come to the fair.
Yep, yep. And we have a beanbag tournament is a new thing in the beer garden this year. So on Saturday
morning is registration, and
Yep,
by
11
noon
o'clock.
they'll be getting going, and hopefully people can come out and enjoy that. It's something new that we're going to try, and hopefully it'll take off.
Sounds kind of fun.
Speaking of something, I wanted to mention the Rice County Agriculture Hall of Fame program.
Yeah, we can't forget that.
That's right.
Can't forget that
Free
on Wednesday
breakfast.
morning.
We begin serving at 7 or 7:30 now.
Well, let's say 7, and then if it's 7:30, everybody's
You
there.
got coffee before. And have you heard who the inductee is in the 2016 Rice County Agriculture Hall of Fame?
I've heard, but I think
Milt Olson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's turned into such a nice event. So Art Mattson has helped a lot with that. And if you're thinking of someone, it's a little late to get somebody nominated for this year, but it's not too early to start thinking about nominating somebody for next year.
Exactly so. Exactly so. And, you know, that's the way that these individuals get their spotlight is, you know, they have to be nominated. And if somebody's, you know, been an important part of Rice County agriculture, then, you know, let's get them nominated.
Special thanks to Doug Gilbertson at the Nearstrand Agri Center for sponsoring that program. It takes money to get plaques and everything made and pictures. So thanks to Doug for stepping up and doing that. Our Farm Family of the Year is Nathan Shannon Kubal, Dairy Farm Family from, well, I think their address is Waterville, but I say it's Morristown.
Yeah.
And then we recognize the Century Farms.
Exactly.
And a number of conservation awards. And oh, I forgot, you didn't tell me everything, John. Remember last week you remembered to bring our Century Farms? We have 2 of them.
That's right.
I heard we have a sesquicentennial farm too. Do you know anything about that?
I don't.
I'll have to check with the Farm Bureau. Randy Hansen, I talked to him this morning. We were talking about the breakfast and the food that they need and everything for the free breakfast. Thanks to the Rice County Farm Bureau and also Dakota Rice Corn and Soybean Growers and the Rice County Pork Producers and the Rice County ADA for hosting that free breakfast. But he said he thought we had a sesquicentennial farm, so I'll have to check on that.
Yeah, we'll have to. I'm not sure not if we are. You know, all this stuff, you know, this all takes place in January. You know, I get a letter from the University of Minnesota, and they're the ones that kind of take the responsibility for this and make sure that these people get recognized.
Do you know what? John left, and he's my supervisor, right?
Right.
He was supposed to supervise me and make sure I didn't forget to take the break I was supposed to take at 10 too. So maybe after the news, you're the executive secretary. It's okay, right?
That's
Don,
okay.
John,
That's you got
John
my
Dvorak
blessing.
said, John Anderson, you have to, so it's okay to play the last of our Fair Talk sponsors right after the news from ABC. You get me started talking about the fair and look what happens.
Yeah, isn't that something? I mean, we just talk and talk and talk. So
We only have about 40 seconds left, but 2 weeks from today, more information, go to the website or call Chris. You're at the office pretty much from maybe 9 till 4 or 5, something like that, Chris?
Yep, sounds good, from about 9 to 3 for sure, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock as it's getting closer. Passport to Fun tickets at the fair office and out at Hy-Vee. So come and catch those, $45, ride all you can.
And if you don't buy them by the start of the fair, you're done, right? You don't sell them during the fair.
We don't sell those during the fair, so you want to get them while you can.
All right, I promise next week we'll be more organized, John.
That's
I won't forget to take the break. That was your job. Thanks, John. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
Here's news from ABC.
ABC News.
Shame on
I'm
you.
Karen Chase. Hillary Clinton will board Air Force One.